Hey, what's up, guys? Aiden here. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Ultimate Iron Man. I'm pretty excited to pick this bad boy up at Target for about $28. It was $26, and then it was like $2 in tax. But this is Ultimate Iron Man here. I remember having the old Marvel Legend Ultimate Iron Man as a kid, and I thought it was a pretty cool figure. And I really liked the War Machine version, like the black version of this. This is from the comic line for Marvel Legends here. This is Wave 1. Iron Man, and I think this looks great. The sculpt looks amazing there. I've heard the articulation is pretty good. I haven't seen any reviews of it, but the people that I follow on Instagram, they pose them up and make them look pretty cool. So this is the front of the packaging here. This is Ultimate Iron Man, of course, up top. Right there. And then it's got a picture of the figure. You get the bubble, all the accessories, the comic book here. On the back, it shows a list here of all the different characters. I think the next person I kind of want to get is this Adam Warlock here. It looks pretty good. Other than that, none of the other figures are really of interest of me. If you want to take a pause to read the bio there, you can. But yeah, let's bust this bad boy open. Alrighty, so straight out the packaging, this guy looks really, really cool. Badass, real badass. I didn't really mess around to him, so this is literally stock straight out. But just look at this figure. It's great. The sculpt is completely brand new, no used parts. A very, very sound looking figure. Looks great. This is definitely one of those figures that just looks fantastic on the shelf. Let's see if I can zoom in on here in the face. And now I'm not too sure how comic accurate. It does look a little cheap. I don't know. That's just me. Here in the face, just the plastic that they used here at the top looks a bit cheap. And it's the only red plastic on this whole thing. Everything else that you see here red looks to be painted on. This chest piece here is painted on. Shoulder pieces, gauntlets, and there at the bottom of the feet. But just looking at this figure, it just looks really, really awesome. This was definitely one of the more exciting figures that I was excited for coming out of this wave. I'm loving the small details here on the inside of the hip here. This is like textured almost, and it looks really, really good. And even on the inside of the elbows here, and then down at the knees here. And I believe, yeah, look at that. It goes all the way through. That's just how, that's attention to detail that I really, really like from Marvel Legends. Sometimes they can really, really surprise you with the amount of detail that they can put into figures. They like to get things right most of the time. There are some things, I'm sure some gripes that all action figure collectors have with their different brands, and it is kind of sad to see that none of the back is really painted here. I mean, the gauntlets, they kind of go around, but there's no paint on any of the back. Like, there could probably be paint there and there and there, and there's no paint on the thrusters, and there's the bottom of the feet. Pretty cool. Reminds me of a Transformer. And this guy did come with accessories. I'm going to show you right now. So the small amount of accessories that this guy does come with is just mainly hands. And he comes with 2 pairs of hands here. He does come with the closed fist hands that are on the figure when it comes out the box. He comes on 2 left and right gripping hands, C gripping hands to hold on to the comic book here. And I'll show you that right now. I'll show you that in a little bit. The other hands are 2 open, flat, repulsing hands here. And they both do have up and down hinges here, and along with the C grip as well. And then the next item, the last accessory that he comes with is the comic book. I mean, it's not too much; it's just a piece of plastic. It's got the Ultimate Iron Man issue number 1 there on the side. I will say that it's very nicely molded. Like, it's even, like, if you have comics, it even has, like, I don't know if that can pick up, but it's got, like, this little ridge here where the staple would be if it was a comic, because they're stapled there on the side, which I think is pretty cool. It says Marvel Legends series on the back there. Cool accessory. Not gonna go up on the shelf. Probably just gonna put it in a bucket. But all the hands do come off here, and open repulsing hands there. And weirdly enough, it does come with a plug, but no repulsor blast, like normal, usually normal what Iron Man hands come with. And at first I thought these were maybe reuse of the first appearance Iron Man, the silver one, but I don't think so. These look completely brand new. And there it is with the C-grip hand. Pretty cool. I honest to God, I like when heroes have, like, heroes that don't need gripping hands get gripping hands. Like Spider-Man doesn't really need gripping hands, but he's got them for webs. And this Iron Man hand, though, I mean, may not really serve as a practical use, I just think it's a nice that they threw that in there, and especially both hands here. I would have liked to see maybe an Ultimate Appearance Tony Stark head. That would have been really cool, and obviously the repulsor blast, which I think would probably make the figure round. But beggars can't be choosers. I'm very happy. I have other repulsor blasts. I have other Tony Stark's head that I can possibly put them on, but at the end of the day, I really don't think that I'm going to be posing him and putting him on the shelf with the repulsor blast or the Tony Stark head. But for the accessories that we get, I'm pretty happy. So next, I want to talk about the articulation on this figure. Now, the sculpt is fantastic, and I haven't really messed with it, but from what I've seen, the articulation on that they've managed to get on this figure looks amazing. Top of the head here, full swivel here, and I think he's on just an up and down ball joint. Not a ball joint, hinge. Oh, put that back on there. And these things are on that swivel, full 360 here with the shoulder, and this pad does come up. So you can do full 360, and he can open his arms that much. He's got a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow here. He's got full rotation at the wrist. Ooh. Full rotation at the wrist here. And all the hands move up and down and can swivel all the way around. He's got kind of like a weird, I don't even know what to call this, like a weird diaphragm joint. He can crunch that much, and he can move that much back. And he can full 360 swivel here, and I don't know. This feels really rough, this hip piece here. I don't really want to mess with it, but this is kind of soft plastic. The legs kick up that much, and they kick back really that much. It's kind of on this weird like swivel thing where it starts coming up above the hip like that. He's got a thigh swivel here, a nice double jointed knee here. He doesn't ankle pivot. He's got ankle pivot, and the foot moves up and down and does a 360. So all in all, pretty damn good articulation here for Iron Man, Ultimate Iron Man, of course. For being a bigger, bulkier figure, they somehow managed to engineer some pretty good articulation, what should be standard articulation here in any Iron Man. And you can hit probably majority all the poses here. I wonder if you can get him with the ground pose. I'm sure you can. Boom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no problem. I mean, probably could be a little bit looser. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Boom. Got it. Oh, God. Looks terrible. And I'm good at posing, too. It's kind of hard doing it here with the setup. But all in all, I give this figure a solid 7.3 out of 10. Comes with good accessories. I am wishing we could have gotten a Tony Stark head and maybe instead of those C grip hands. But then again, I'm not complaining all too much. It's not too bad. I'd rather get something rather than nothing. But this is a great Iron Man. This is him posed up with my 2 other Iron Man here that I have in my collection. The retro Iron Man, well, the holographic Iron Man from the Shang-Chi line, and then the other Iron Man from the Bearwave. I don't know what it's called. But he looks really cool next to them, and it's going to look, any person that gets this figure, it's going to look awesome in your Hall of Armor. I'm 100% recommending it if you are building a Hall of Armor that's Marvel Legends-wise. He just looks absolutely fantastic. He nails that comic book look. He looks great next to these guys. And probably, if you want to put him like that, in a Hall of Armor-esque, and you'd have a bunch of other Iron Mans lined up here behind, I think it looks absolutely amazing. With that being said, is he going to be my prominent Iron Man? No. Is he going to be an awesome piece to pose around and play with? Yes, 100%. I think the articulation on this is absolutely beautiful for the type of figure that it is, how big and bulky it is. It can hit some of the poses that this figure cannot, and I think that's awesome. What Marvel Legends is doing is very, very impressive. I do think they slack sometimes and they can be a little lackluster, but I honestly think that the products that Marvel Legends have been putting out over the past, like, I want to say 2 years, have been absolutely really, really good. That's a whole nother conversation for another day, but this figure is absolutely awesome. I recommend it. Go pick it up at your Target. It's about $30. Anyway, you have a nice day.